Hey there, this is Antronetta. I just felt compelled to make this video. For those who are Christians and feel that they have to hide their freedom. And what do I mean by that? Believe it or not, some people say, well, Christians make them feel uncomfortable because they're so judgy, and they make them feel bad because, they feel like they're always judging them because they still smoking and drinking and cussing and doing all of that. And I also feel the same way as a Christian sometimes, that I feel overly judged by those who are not Christians because they judge me because I don't do those things anymore. And they feel that I'm trying to be sadiddy or trying to get them to change. No, I don't curse no more because God set me free. I don't smoke or drink no more because God set me free. That's just the end of the day. And I am not ashamed of that. And sometimes I do feel ashamed of that. I'm just going to say this right. I am not ashamed of the gospel of Jesus Christ. Not even a little bit. But sometimes when I get in certain settings and, oh, you don't do that no more? Like, I'm missing out. You know what I'm saying? Like, oh, you don't cheat on your husband? Girl, you're missing out. No, I'm not. I am happy for where I am right now. Where I used to be, I'm going to do a real quick testimony because I'm not, earlier I was worshiping and I was singing that song by Dorinda Clark. And I'm not going to sing it now. I was almost going to, but I'm not. But it was talking about when I look back over my life and I see all the things that you've done for me. I've been through heartache, danger, and suffering. And I thank the Lord that he blessed me still. I could have lost the faith. I could have given up. I'm making up words on there too. But I could have given up. I could have lost the faith. But I thank the Lord that I am still here, and it's by the grace of God. When I was reflecting on that song and just worshiping God, I was like, God, I'm only still here because of your grace. I'm not here because I'm a good person or because I'm better than the next. I'm still here because it's by the grace of God. Titus 2 says that the grace of God teaches us to shun all ungodliness. Titus 2:11. And it's by grace we're saved, not by our works, lest any man shall boast. And when it says that grace teaches us, his grace teaches me because I was so undeserving of it. And yet he still saw fit to give me what I didn't deserve, and which was his gift, which was his son, Jesus Christ, dying on the cross for my sin. I'm not ashamed of that. I'm not ashamed that I'm set free from those things that had me bound. I'm not ashamed that I'm set free from anger. I'm not ashamed that I'm set free from depression. I'm not ashamed that I'm set free from smoking, something that could have killed me, given me lung cancer. I'm not ashamed of that. I'm not ashamed that I don't sleep around no more. I'm not ashamed that I'm married to one husband and the father of all of my children is the same father. I'm not ashamed of those things. And I won't allow, this is to encourage anyone out there who can get around people who, they doing all that extra stuff and then they try to make you feel bad, because you don't do it anymore. I am not ashamed because I save my money on the weekend and don't go pay to impress the next. I'm not ashamed because I don't go out there and have to bop. Whatever that stuff is. I'm just saying, at the end of the day, I am not ashamed that I have been set free. I am not ashamed, you know what I'm saying, that I can sit and say, I can practice what I preach. I'm not ashamed of that. And I just encourage anybody else out there, who, when people make you feel less than who you are, I'm not judging anyone. I'm not trying to say I'm better than anyone. But I do thank God for where I am today. And I thank God that I'm not who I used to be. I used to be bound to depression. I used to have addictions, which is smoking, drinking, other drugs, of course. And I used to be suicidal at thought. And even the way I lived my life was so careless. I can care less. And people who know me, they know my testimony. They know I fought a whole lot. But now the fight that I fight is a good fight of faith. So I didn't change in essence of who I am. God didn't change the essence of who I am, but he changed what I do and who I live for and who I'm fighting for. I don't self-destruct anymore. Now I come up against all lies of the enemy and I'm out there to help the next person. If you don't have to go through something that I went through, I want to encourage that person. So I don't feel bad. In certain times when I'm in certain settings, they try to make me feel bad for being a good mother. No, I'm not ashamed that I don't beat my kids without any explanation. and I'll sit there and I'll explain things. I'm not ashamed, and I'm not downing nobody for how you do in your household, but every person has to give an answer and an account to God, how they live their life. So I'm not ashamed that I live my life for Christ. Am I perfect? Not even a little bit. You know what I'm saying? Because if I was perfect, I would not flaw in word. I will do everything just right, dot every I and cross every T. But I can't. And I don't. And I'm not ashamed. I'm just saying there's a freedom. I'm not ashamed for being free. At the end of the day, that's what I'm saying. A second song that I think about and I sing and I worship. I am free to dance. I am free to love. I am free to live for Christ. I am free to live for him. And I just encourage the next person to be free, man. Like these birds on this wall of my kids' wall in a learning room. Be free. You know what I'm saying? Be free. And don't allow any chains. Look at the cage. It's an open, I don't know if y'all can see that on my kids' wall. A symbolization of when the sun is set free, is free indeed. There's no need for us to go and lock ourselves back up to something God has set us free from. I am free from the tradition of men. I don't have to be fitting inside of this certain box to be a Christian. I am a Christian because I chose to give my faith totally over to Jesus Christ. There are certain things I don't do anymore because God has required, he set choices before me. Choose this or choose life. At the end of the day, I choose him. I would much rather be free and have peace than to be sitting there cussing somebody out for something they did or be still fighting my own battles. And that's just things the Lord convict me with. And I know he'll convict everyone else. You know what I'm saying? He encouraged me a while back about the fighting. That vengeance is mine, said the Lord. So at the end of the day, I can live free from harboring bitterness and strife and anger and unforgiveness towards others. I don't have to do that. I know that at the end of the day, we all hurt and we all hurt other people. We all hurt other people. Misery loves company, and don't allow yourself to be accompanied by it. People love to invite a lot of people to their pity parties, but I'm quick to encourage someone to be free, man. Be free from other people's mess. If they don't want to get out of it when you encourage them, hang up the phone. Like, I got other things to do. If you want help, I can help you. But if you just want to stay there and wallow in some mess, holla at you. Gossip is one of the most deadliest poison. I am not ashamed to say I'm free from gossip. I'm free from that stuff. And my daughters and them are coming in here to, I guess they need me. All right. I just wanted to encourage somebody with that. Be free. Be happy to be free. And don't be ashamed of the freedom that came in Christ. All in all, he gets the glory. The glory is not ours. I didn't set myself free. You know what I'm saying? Christ set me free. And I love it. Praise God. I hope someone's encouraged. I know it's a long video. My bad. No, I'm playing. Holla.